Hi guys, Etsu here, and I hope you're having a wonderful time right now on the pre-patch, trying out your main and your alts with all the new changes they got. And don't forget your UI, this is new as well. But this time I want to cover Windwalker Monk. And Windwalker Monk is my main ever since the spec came out back in the days. So yeah, I have some years experience with the spec. And I also tried it a lot on the Midnight Beta. So this is actually the first time I'm back here on retail, which is, it feels so weird to be honest, like being away from retail for 3 months and coming back, seeing your main character, your transmog. I missed it so much. And yeah, I'm really excited to talk about Windwalker Monk. If I think about maining a spec, in my opinion, one of the most important things is the core gameplay loop. Like how you deal damage, how you approach damage, how it looks visually, and the class fantasy, it all has to fit. So yeah, let's take a closer look right here. In general, nothing major changed. Like you still have energy, you still have your chi, and the only spell that really generates chi is still Tiger Palm. And then you can decide how you spend it. You can like spend it for a minor spell, a medium spell, and a big spell, like 3 cost, 2 cost, and 1 cost. Also, like one of your burst cooldowns also costs chi, so you gotta juggle around all those possibilities. You can also choose between your AoE and single target. Both cost 2 chi. So yeah, I think the gameplay loop, you really have to dig it. Like you really need to enjoy it in order to main a spec. And to me, this is like, I always loved it. Like you can just build up your chi and then spend it on the situation you are in. And yeah, also the interaction between all the cooldowns here is amazing. For example, Blackout Kick is reducing the cooldown of Rising Sun Kick, like this spell here, and your Fist of Fury. Like your small spender has value too. It's amazing. Like every spell, feels meaningful, and this is kind of important to me. I love like the monk fantasy, like the fisting, the kicks you and the punches you do. So to me, it's very important that the core gameplay loop is like fulfilling and is fun. And to me, it always has been. So I really like it, Windwalker Monk. And again, I think if you want to main a spec, it's very important that you really enjoy the core identity and the core gameplay. Because like the major change going into Midnight is losing Storm, Earth and Fire, and it's getting replaced by Zenith. I love it. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy that you can weave in the spell anytime. So as you can see, whenever I press the spell, you have a global cooldown for the next spell. But this spell, you can weave in whatever you want to. It's so cool. So you can press it. Yeah, I don't want to dive too deep into all the core abilities and core damage dealing. So yeah, let's continue what makes Windwalker Monk unique. And in my opinion, it is the mobility. Windwalker Monk, I think, in my opinion, it is the only spec which has no gap closer, so you can like use your mobility offensively or defensively. So you roll, you don't need a target for it, you don't need anything, so you can roll whenever you want to. Same goes for your serpent kick, and yeah, it's very important in my opinion. It makes a huge difference. So you can use it offensively to get to someone or move away from someone, because other specs, other classes can't do that. So this is very unique to Windwalker Monk. And since it is a spec which is like a hit and run gameplay, so you can, for example, like here I have my image. I can put it down, and on a 45-second cooldown, I can pod to it whenever I want to. So I can pod away, heal myself, heal myself. The enemy's coming here around the corner, and whoops, I'm back again here and can like either escape or move in again. So I think this is very unique to Windwalker Monk, and I really love this. This is amazing. Yeah, moving on with its core CC. This is on the weaker side, to be honest. Like, I enjoy the CC Windwalker Monk has, but for example, a 1 minute cooldown leg sweep in PvE, a only 3-second stun duration is so outdated in my opinion. It's so weak, but it's still fun. I enjoy it, like especially Ring of Peace. This spell is unique to Monk, and you can use it again offensively or defensively. You can interrupt people with it, or zoning them out defensively to escape, or to don't let them escape. So I think in general, to be a Monk main, or like, you have to make use how do you say? You have to make use of its toolkit. Man, I was looking for the word. Took me ages. So yeah, in general, I think those are like the most important aspects. Wanting to main a Windwalker Monk, either in PvE or in PvE. So you really gotta enjoy, thinking about what you do. Like, for example, if you are kiting someone or getting kited, you can juke like this way. You can move in and out very easily. So yeah, you really have to love it. Another thing I really enjoy about Windwalker Monk is its spec variety. And what I mean by that is, you have a lot of capstones, and you have like the freedom to choose what you want to do with your Monk. You can like invest into magic damage, like for Slicing Winds, for example, and Jetfire Stomp as well. Your Russian Wind Kick is magic damage, so you can spec into magic damage if you want to, but you can go full physical as well, with only specking into Fist of Fury, Rising Sun Kick here, and Blackout Kick here and here. So this is, I love this about Windwalker Monk and the spec tree. I really enjoy it, so you can choose and mix them up as you wish and as you want to. Sure, there will always be a meta build, but if you think about, for example, a Enhancement Shaman, you really literally only have 2 builds you can play. That's it. But Monk, you can choose and mix things around. So I really enjoy that about Windwalker Monk so much. So, and lastly, I want to cover the recent buffs Windwalker Monk got on the last patch on the beta, and so to get an impression where Blizzard is going and heading with the spec. And as you can see, they nerfed Fist of Fury damage. I'm not sure why, because this was like our main damage for AoE, especially in PvE. And the AoE damage for Windwalker Monk was, or is still, very weak. We are still target capped, and I don't see why they would nerf a Fist of Fury, but it is how it is. It's just fine. But they are buffing like Rising Sun Kick so much, and this is something I really enjoy. I love when your main spending ability hits hard, and so Rising Sun Kick hitting hard again feels so good. Buffing Spinning Cranking by 50%. It's a big buff, but still, like, it was way too weak from the start. So buffing it by 50%, I think it is not enough. Even though like the buffs sound so high, in reality it's not that high. Jadefire Stomp getting buffed by 25%, nice. Flurry Azurin buffed by 40%. It sounds nice, but both spells are kind of weak even after the buff. Airborne Riven, like, you will not spec into it right now, it's too weak. Rushing Wind Kick costing no chi is awesome. I really enjoy this. My only issue is for Rushing Wind Kick. My only issue is, or let's say I have two issues, okay? Because this is, to me, this is the core peak ability for Windwalker Monk. I really, really love it. But sadly, it is locked behind, like, yeah, Dance of Chi. I don't know why. I would love, like, if they could change Russian Wind Kick with either any other capstone, or just, yeah, swap it with Dance of Chi. This would be so good, to be honest. And the next thing is, yeah, it's still like a 40% chance to get the proc from another proc. So you need to get the Blackout Kick proc in order to have a chance to getting Rushing Wind Kick. So if you're really, really unlucky, yeah, maybe you're 2 minutes into a fight and you don't get a single proc. And this feels, yeah, it doesn't feel good, to be honest, yeah. I would love if we could have more control over having Rushing Wind Kick or not having it, so it is too random right now. It's too random, and it's also locked behind two spells like you don't want to spec into right now. And me personally, I don't really like Spinning Crane Kick, so I rather like would only pick this talent here, even though you kind of have to, because this talent here, Wisdom of the Wall, you still like deal kind of good damage with it, even in single target, so yeah. And the third thing about Rushing Wind Kick, which I personally kind of like, but I think most people will not like, or they will complain about it, I'm pretty sure, is that Rushing Wind Kick now is a skill shot. So let me try to get a proc here real quick. I hope I get one. No, sadly not. Just trying to get a proc right now. Now I got the proc, and as you can see, it lasts decent amount, like still 8 seconds. But if I'm like moving here and press it, I will not hit my target. Now it completely missed. Like this is a skill shot. And it depends where you're looking at the moment you're pressing the spell, so you can easily miss with it, and it feels bad to miss with a proc, which is so rarely. Yeah, this might be something people will not like. I kinda enjoy it, but you really have to be mindful using the proc. So let's just continue with the buffs. Sunfire Spiral got even like, yeah, buffed by 100%. So it's 30% now instead of 20%, which is awesome. We love more Rise and Sun Kick damage. But this one, Universal Energy, it got nerfed to 8%. So I'm not sure why they did that, because Zenith is magical damage, and especially like Conduit, like the whole Conduit tree is like kind of based around magical damage, so it's a very huge nerf to Conduit in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not sure why they would nerf the talent, but maybe I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure why, because the monk damage isn't too high right now, so maybe we will get another buff later on to compensate for this one. Yeah, moving on with a Memory of the Monastery. I have tried this one like for 10 or 15 minutes on a target dummy in the beta, and it seems to still be buggy, because yeah, I don't have more procs. I tried yeah, speccing into the talent, hitting a target dummy for 10 or 15 minutes, and I did this one again without the talent, and like one time with the talent and one time without the talent, and there was no real difference, sadly. So I don't know if I was unlucky still to get the proc, or if the talent is not working. So yeah, that's it. Having more damage on Strike of the Windlord, very welcome, because the spell is hitting pretty hard, like the baseline damage. Tiger Eye Brew is nice. Now not only works for PvP, for Arena for example, or for Open World, so it's still like it also works for Mythic Plus and Raid. And this is the biggest change. This is so welcome. And here you can see like Windwalker Monk was the weakest class in terms of self heal. By far, by far. So as you can see, they buffed Vivifying baseline by 100%, which wouldn't be enough, to be honest, but the other change here, like this is a 100% buff as well. So this is very welcome. And even with those buffs, our healing is, I would say, even still the worst out of all DPS specs. Yeah, it's crazy. It just shows how bad our healing was. So yeah, but it's awesome. And the 30% increase for extra harm is very, very welcome as well. Yeah, this rounds it up. The buffs are quite nice, but I think, yeah, we need way more balancing, especially like in the AoE department. I'm not sure still why we nerfed our magic damage and Fist of Fury, because it hurts our AoE very badly. The 50% increased in Spinning Crank Kick, I don't think this is enough, especially in PvE. So yeah, we will see. I'm like still hoping for a rework for Windwalker Monk, especially replacing Spinning Crank Kick. Yeah, I don't like the spell. Don't hate on me, please. I really, really don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't like it visually as well. So I hope we get away from the target capping and yeah, getting a maybe make Blackout Kick uncapped AoE damage. Lower its damage, but make it uncapped AoE. So this would be, man, it would be so cool. Yeah. Still, I really, really love this spec to the core, and I hope you will do, or you still do. Please don't give up on the spec. It is amazing, and the more you play it, you more get into it. Sure, you will miss like the crackling and slashing winds and all the buffs and spells you had, but the more you play it, the more you enjoy like the base core identity of Windwalker Monk. So yeah, please don't give up on the spec, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in again, and see you next time. Bye bye!